conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Flood. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll be brought down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Running back searching for a hole. Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the plan. Oftentimes an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting the first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Empties his backfield. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Back to pass, it's Flood. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds his tight end. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Texas A&M going up tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He fires one deep down the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to tack one more on their score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the give off the left side. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Flood. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Turns it loose. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of... Touchdown, Texas A&M! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. The Wolverines backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and 10 from their own 13.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Powers through the defender. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Flood. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Now on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The sure hands, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Aggies in the hurry up. Looking to fire. Fierce the pressure. He makes the catch. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did.
Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game, because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. A I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. On target to the left. He's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Unloads quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Pierre. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He'll keep it himself. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Try and play action. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He fires to the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air. It's Flood. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before